This is the Samsung Q70R 65-inch QLED 2019 4K television. We're going to unbox it straight ahead. Welcome back, guys. It's Alex from TECHAERIS.com. I am back from vacation and we have the Samsung Q70R 65-inch 4K television right here before us. This is my daughter Amelia and she's going to help us unbox this beast right now. Alrighty, the first thing that comes in these Samsung boxes is a nice packet of goodies, which we have right here. I'm going to take the items out of here. I'm going to hand them over to Amelia and she's going to show you what each item is. Alrighty, the first thing we have are spacers for your VESA mount. So this TV does have a VESA mount in the back and you can use these spacers to mount it to the wall. Alrighty, the next thing we have is the power cable, and that just plugs in the back of the TV right into your wall and brings power to your television. And we have AA batteries. These batteries will go into the Samsung remote that's included. And speaking of the remote, there it is right there. It is the exact same remote as the Q90R. It has the Netflix, Prime Video, and Hulu buttons all dedicated. And it pretty much looks like all the rest of the Samsung remotes that are in the Q series of televisions. And last but not least in the packet is the accessory kit, manuals and documentation, all the goodies that no one ever reads, but they are here if you do want to read them. And we have the right stand foot that will go on into the bottom of the television and hold the television up. And we have the left stand foot, and that will go on the left side of the television and hold your television up if you choose to put that on your entertainment center instead of actually wall mounting it. And we will choose this option because this TV is going back to Samsung. No point in putting it on the wall. We're just going to put it right on the entertainment center and just be done with that. Alrighty, let's take off this foam top. That's the first thing you'll want to do. Now at the bottom of the box, you have 3 pieces of strapping tape. You just want to cut those off and then you're just going to pull the box straight up and off the television. You do not want to try to pull this television out the way this is right here. So you'll close your flaps and you'll just take these flaps and just pull straight up and then that will pull the box right off. All right, once you get the box off, then you have some foam to take care of. You have a foam block on each side. You'll just remove those foam blocks. One on the left and one on the right. And you have a quick start guide down the bottom here. We'll pull that out. And then we have the front foam. Just pulls right. This protects your screen. And this is also useful to put the TV on top of when you're working on it. So we'll put that down to the side. And then we have the actual foam cover here. And there is your Q70R. Now, Samsung ships all their televisions with these foam pads here. They're kind of sticky pads. They go right on the screen, and they're actually there so when you're lifting the television, it protects the screen from cracking. You don't want to lift from there. That's really a no-no, but it does help if you do accidentally have just a slight overlap of your hand. It'll protect the screen from cracking. You don't want to pick up from your screen. So we're going to get this guy out of the box, and then we're going to lay her flat, and we're going to take a look at some of the ports on the back. Alrighty guys, we are back and we have the television out of the box and we have it flat on the ground and we have the foam protector here. This is kind of like just packing foam. And we're going to go over what's on the back of this television. First we have the power port right here, and you can just plug your standard power cable right in there, and you can actually feed the cable down through here to kind of get it out of the way and kind of clean your cabling up a bit. Then we have the VESA mount holes. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4 right on the back, and you use those spacers to get your VESA mount mounted on the wall to get this television on the wall. Now this Q70R is not like the Q90R. The Q90R has the One Connect box, which is awesome. I love the One Connect box. With the One Connect box, you just have one port on the back of the television, and that delivers power and all of your peripherals to the television, so there's no need for all these ports on the back of the television, which cleans up your cabling in the back really well. All right, for ports, we have a USB port here, 5 volt at 0.5 amps, and a USB HDD 5 volt at 1 amp, right here and there. You have your digital audio optical out here. You have an HDMI in That's an ARC port, so this is where you'll get your sound from if you're using a sound bar with an HDMI ARC. This is just the regular HDMI 2 and 3, so you have 3 HDMIs with a 4th HDMI for ARC. Then you have your LAN port here, and that's for folks that aren't going to use this television for Wi-Fi. It is Wi-Fi capable, so you can connect it to your Wi-Fi systems. You don't have to use a hard line. I will use an Ethernet cable on mine because my TV is close to the router, and it's just better for gaming and just better in general, I think. You have an EX Link port here, and then you have your antenna in port here. And that is all you get for ports. They are on the back. We are going to put the stand on this thing. We're going to stand it up, and then we will get it all set up. Alrighty guys, we are back, and we have the Q70R out of its box, and we have all the wrapping taken off of it, and we have the stand put on it. We did not wall mount this. We have it on a entertainment center, and we're going to run through setup real quick. As soon as you power this thing up, you're going to get presented with the language selection. So obviously we're choosing English here. So you can either set this TV up with your remote, or you can set it up with the SmartThings app on your Android phone or your smartphone or your iPhone. And we are going to set it up with the SmartThings app. We have a SmartThings account, so we're going to go ahead and do that instead of using the remote. So in the SmartThings app, once you open it up, you're going to hit Add Device, and you're going to choose what you're going to add. We're going to add a television, and then you just hit Start, and you select the location for your television. So once you get connected with the SmartThings app, you choose a room and you name the room, do all that stuff. It's going to take a minute to connect on your Wi-Fi network to the television and to the SmartThings app on your mobile. And then the TV will be registered to your Samsung account. It's good, you know, not everybody wants to use a Samsung account or register for a Samsung account. You don't have to set up this television. You can use the remote control to set up the television without a problem. You can name the television. We're just going to leave it the Samsung Q70 Series 65. Tap the name to change it. We're going to leave it the same. This is all within the SmartThings app. You're not seeing this on screen right now. So you can back up your data to the Samsung Cloud with the Samsung account. We'll go ahead and do that. And it just shows that you can control all your devices with the Samsung One remote control. And you can use the actual SmartThings app to control the television, just like a remote control would be. And now you want to turn on all your connected devices. So I have a soundbar connected, which is already on. I have the Chromecast plugged in, which is also on. And I have an Xbox One X that is not turned on. We're going to turn on now. And that way it will recognize everything that's plugged into the system. In the Samsung app, you can also restore any data that you had from a previous television set. We reviewed the Q90 series just recently. I did a backup on that one, so I have that in my cloud, and I'm going to go ahead and restore that from that television. Otherwise, you just go through the general information and setting up your home screens just like you would on any other television. But Samsung makes it really easy just to do this if you are switching from one television to another. I don't suspect that a lot of people would be doing that, but it's a nice feature to have. And there we go. We have our television set up, and we used the cloud backup. And the cloud backup brought back all of the apps that I was using previously. So I have Plex, Apple TV, Pluto TV, CBS, Netflix, Prime Video, Hulu, YouTube, Vudu, Tubi, Zumu, SmartThings app, Google Play, HBO Now, and then you have the Samsung apps like the Gallery Internet. And there's your Xbox One, and Chromecast is on there as well. So this also has ambient mode. So ambient mode's just like the Q90. You can choose from different backgrounds and pictures just to make this more like a frame, and you can leave the TV on and it'll just stay, and it takes low power. It doesn't take a lot of power to run the ambient mode. I didn't use ambient mode a whole lot in the last couple sets that I've reviewed, but it's a useful feature for those that want to use it. So you can choose from different decors. You can choose my album information, so you can actually get news and other things on your television set in an ambient light that really does work pretty well. Choose from different backgrounds, and this will stay on in the ambient mode as long as you have ambient mode set. And when you're not watching television, or if you walk away from the television, it's kind of like a wallpaper screensaver, and that's what it'll do. So we'll fire up Plex here. Of course, all my accounts have to be signed in again, so I'll have to go through all this. But that's the interface that you get with the Samsung TVs. I love this interface. It's very easy to navigate, and it's very clean, and there's just a lot of information that this interface provides. I like it. You can go in and get all the apps that you need to get. When you log in, when your SmartThings, you should automatically get logged into the apps into your Samsung account on the television. So you can go in and choose all sorts of different things here that you can download and view. So guys, that is the Samsung Q70R. This is retails for $2,200, I do believe, and I think you can find it on Samsung's site right now for $14.99, which is actually a really great deal. The Q70R is their entry level into the Q series. We have the Q70 and then the Q80 and the 90. That we already reviewed the Q90R, and that was a heck of a television. We really love that television. I'm excited to see what the entry level has to offer. And we will have a full review on the website. Make sure you check out TECHAERIS.com, and I will put a link down below once the review is done. And make sure you check out the Q90R review. I'll link that down below as well. And make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and we will talk to you guys on the other side.